Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video, I will tell you step by step how I generated 25% per year for 8 years in the stock market without using Excel. I will give you my unique mechanism that has worked for almost a decade and has outperformed the market. The mechanism has worked in the past decade, is working now, and it will continue because that's clear fundamental analysis. Today, we will not talk about technical analysis. We will not talk about graphical analysis. We will not talk about speculation. We'll talk about businesses. Fundamental value of businesses. How to spot winning stocks that will go up in the long term because we are focused on long-term investing. So this video is for you if you don't have a process. This video is for you if you want to improve your performance and generate 15, 20, 25% per year and have a clear strategy that can compound for the long term. In case this is your first video from this channel, welcome. My name is Christophe Noor. I have been investing for 8 years now, almost a decade, and I have generated a very strong performance, 25% per year. The goal with this YouTube channel is to help you become a better investor. So I want to share this unique mechanism and I want to start with the first point. You want a concentrated portfolio with good quality companies. Concentrated portfolio and great companies. What do you mean concentrated portfolio? What do you mean great companies? That's a great question. So first point, concentrated portfolio. I would say the majority of my gains have come from big conviction in undervalued companies. And most of the time, I have run a portfolio of 10 companies, 10 stocks. You have a high conviction in 10 stocks. And if 6 of them work out okay, I'm fine. You will never have a 100% hit rate. But the more concentrated your portfolio, the more research you can do to each companies. And it is what I love to do. Having a very concentrated portfolio, high quality compounders with a great undervaluation, and you let them run. I did not make 25% per year by having 40 companies. I think it's impossible, and I think that's a mistake for retail investors to have many companies, like 50 companies, 100 companies, because you lack focus. Your attention span is diluted. Your focus is diluted, and I don't want my focus to be diluted. I want to know exactly what I own because it works. Because it works, right? So I have generated this performance. The majority of the gains were from big positions that accounted for 15 to 20% of the portfolio. I bought a position with 15% of the portfolio, and then the stock goes up, so it becomes 20% of the portfolio. But as long as the fundamentals kept improving, I just held and held and held. I have this great example with TPL. Texas Pacific Land. I multiply my money by 10, almost by 10, by 8 to be precise, for TPL. I bought TPL, so it's a royalty company linked to the oil and gas sector, in 2020, when oil prices were really low and nobody wanted to touch this stock. When it was scary, when it was locked down, COVID, people were frightened, people were frozen. I decided to step up and buy TPL, 15 to 20% of my portfolio, and made a fortune out of this one. Great outperformance of the market because the company was extremely profitable, growing extremely well with temporary problems. When oil prices recovered, TPL printed cash. Okay, but I was there before. You have to be ready before. It's all about preparation. And it gives me to my second point, great companies. I always invest in great companies. The large majority of my outperformance has come from choosing the right companies, not focusing on details, focusing on what really matters for companies. Great companies that are growing profitably, they have an edge, right? You can invest in great companies, but if they have no moat, they will be destroyed by the market and capitalism in 5 years. So when I'm saying great companies, you want nice margins, you want a moat, a competitive advantage that is sustainable, that is widening over time, and the business is growing. Okay? A few attributes of great companies. If you invest for the long term, this works. Because what is the reverse of this? As Charlie Munger or Jacoby would say, invert, always invert. If you don't want to outperform the market, if you want to underperform the market, and if you want to lose money fast, what can you do? You invest a little bit in this, in this, in this, in this, without doing the due diligence. So you run a diversified portfolio. You dilute your attention. You dilute your focus. You don't do a lot of research and you just invest because of fun. You don't do the research. You just invest because a friend told you to look at this. You invest in speculative plays. You invest in mediocre or rather bad companies that are unprofitable, with no moat, that will get disrupted by the industry, that doesn't have any real competitive advantage compared to competitors. This is a clear recipe to fail. So now that you know this, revert. You just revert what can kill you, and probably you will do fine. You just spend all your time and your attention doing the due diligence on great quality companies that are doing something different. This is the first point I want to make very clear today. To outperform the market, you need to invest in great quality companies. Okay? By the way, if you want to become a better investor and improve your performance, I have a coaching program. It gives you the exact method I've used to generate 25% per year for almost a decade. More on that at the end of the video. Second point, I want to talk about great management teams. The management team of a company is extremely important in my process. I have focused a lot of time, a lot of attention to look at the power of incentives. What are the incentives of the management team? How is the CEO getting paid? How can the CEO get a huge bonus? I want to check what are his or her incentives, because it will matter a lot to the investment case. Okay? You want to check insider ownership. You want to check how the management team reacted in past crises, all the scenarios, how they reacted during 2022, how the CEO reacted during COVID, how the CEO reacted during the great financial crisis. So I check the track record of all the management teams of all my companies. And you will see strange things if you do this exercise. You will see people lying. You will see people panicking. You will see CEOs saying bad words during these earnings calls. You will see CEOs contradicting themselves. You will see forecasts that never came true. I don't want to name names, but you have a lot of CEOs like this that have a lot of charisma, that are saying great things for the future. It never happened. Only lies. All the projections are lies. All the forecasts, no, not happening. So you want to shy away from this. And because I'm doing the work, I can spot these kind of things, these bad patterns of bad CEOs that have a lot of charisma, people love them, but if you are a proper shareholder, you will suffer because they will dilute you and they will not invest in the company for the benefits of shareholders. Great management teams invest in the business to reward everybody, themselves, the shareholders, the suppliers, the customers. You have this big, beautiful internal loop, a flywheel effect, good internal flywheel effect. And if you focus your investment style towards these great management teams, you increase your chances of outperforming the market. I have generated 25% per year because I focus on this. Most of my investments I have right now in my portfolio are led by great managers, and I've done the work on all of them. Okay? Great CEOs, great incentives. And if you have the incentives, you can know what motivates the management team, right? If you have a management team that is getting paid because of revenue, you know they will do everything to grow their revenue. If you have a management team focused on margins and return on capital, so it's efficiency, they will focus on efficiency and be more efficient, focus on margins and reduce the amount of employees, for example, focus on high margin segments of the business. The power of incentive is extremely important. So now you have two attributes: great companies and great management teams. The third point is great valuation. I have used several models to value companies. You have many ways of valuing businesses. All of them can work, but I have my favorites. The more simple, the better. I want the valuation process to be as simple as possible. I'm seeing a lot of analysts on Wall Street with complex models, complex Excel files, complex spreadsheets, trying to forecast everything at the same time. I can tell you with great certainty, because I've seen it with my own eyes when I was working in the investment industry, most of these Excel files are a waste of time. As a retail investor, you have an advantage. The market is unfair to your advantage because you don't have to put a huge spreadsheet to make an analysis. To make an analysis, you can use a simple valuation framework and use your brain. The investment thesis I had for TPL was extremely simple. It was a high quality compounder that was depressed in value, and the PE ratio at the time was 20-25. Compared to the market, it was a little bit cheap for a business that is not comparable to the stock market, right? It's not something that is a little bit better than average. It's a spectacular business model. TPL should be valued at a premium because it's a premium quality business, and it was valued at a discount. So you had a clear gap between the quality of the business and what people saw in the business at the time because of depressed oil prices. So I sized up the position. I said, it's a crazy deal. The valuation is reasonable. It's lower than the market for a business that will print cash in the future. And I got it at a great price, great valuation. And I held it for many years, made a fortune. Great valuation process, extremely simple. If you need Excel to value a business, it means it's too complex. I never use Excel. Just never use Excel. Very simple models. I don't have any big spreadsheets. I have never used big spreadsheets to value my businesses. Never try to forecast the segments. Never try to forecast. The most basic DCF model will do the work. And if you use a basic DCF model, it will only work for basic businesses with clear growth projections. I mean, you can use TPL is a good example actually. Stable businesses, right? You have some cyclicality here and there, but strong businesses that will continue to be strong. Or Costco, for example. Some things grow in value. Or MSCI, or MasterCard. These kind of things are growing every year a little bit, okay? A DCF model for MSCI is extremely simple to have, to generate. MSCI is the company that creates these benchmarks, the MSCI World. They do index, but also a little bit of analytics, a little bit of ESG analytics. So an asset-light business that is just growing double digits every year, right? Very simple to understand. So you can forecast the free cash flow in the future. What will be the growth rate of free cash flow in the next 3 years, for example? Very easy. They have always grown at minimum 10% per year. You can kind of forecast they will grow like this. Now, for other companies, it's impossible to have a simple DCF model. For example, car companies, Ford, Stellantis, good luck. It's impossible because the industry, the automaker industry, is highly cyclical. The free cash flow goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. A lot of debt, no debt. Margins are compressing, margins are going up. Supply chain issues, workforce, AI, China. It's a mess. Electric vehicles, employee count. It's a mess. So it's impossible to run a DCF model on the majority of companies. But if you invest in great, resilient companies with great management teams, if you do the work before, the valuation process is extremely simple. And I have never relied on Excel to make my valuation models. And this is the reason I generated 25% per year. If you like this content and you want to go deeper, I have a coaching program. In this program, you will learn my strategy to generate 25% annual returns. You will learn how to find winning opportunities. You will learn how to properly value any stock, when to buy, when to sell, so that you can build a strong portfolio filled with great companies. Additionally, inside this coaching program, you will have access to an exclusive community of like-minded investors, and also you will have my personalized guidance to reach your investing goals. Click the first link in the description to get more information. You will get a video that explains how everything works completely for free. No need for your email address, just click the link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.